Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Vice City. This is Tommy Versetti. We are making our way trying to figure out what is happened, trying to find out who stole our Coke and who stole our money that belonged to Sonny Forelli, our boss, the Don of the Forelli family here. That we're trying to get all that back before he comes down and decides to take our head off. I just want to say for a minute, if we can take a look here, I absolutely love, I don't know who did the texture on these couches here. Let's get up close to one of them. Don't know who did the texture, but that is a really nice leather texture. When you get away from it like this, and it looks like a couple of old 80s leather chairs sitting under the lights there. I really like the reflections and all. Well done. But that's what we're going to do. Last episode, we managed to save Ricardo Diaz's ass. He was doing a drug deal with some Cubans, and the Haitians came in and caused a bit of a stink, and we were able to save his ass, and now we have him as a boss. So we are going to head out to his home and see what he wants us to do now. He lives out on Starfish Island. Two things that have come about because of us saving Ricardo there is that Starfish Island, let's go to it. Let's go to our map here. As you see right here, Starfish Island is the island right in the middle of the map. It has opened up, or at least the east side has opened up. If you travel across, you'll find that the west side over there that connects to the mainland is still closed. It's still closed off for the hurricane warnings and all. But the eastern side that goes across the causeway there has been opened up. The other thing that has happened is that we can now get 5-star police ratings. Did not know this. I always go and I read the wiki after I've finished a mission. I go in and I read the wiki to find information about the episode and things like that I can pass on to you. And one of the things they were talking about was that until this happened, the highest we could get was a 4-star police rating. Well, now we can get a 5-star. And I imagine we'll probably get a 6-star once we open up the mainland over on the other side. Starfish Island there is pretty much all these islands that you see in the middle here. These are representatives of the islands that are along between the barrier island, because Miami Beach, South Beach, and North Beach here, as you see, it's actually on an island. It's a barrier island off the coast of Florida, and Miami City proper is the one over there on the west side. That's what the closed off place that represents the mainland right now. So the islands out there, like the ones the golf courses own and Prawn Island and all, they basically represent man-made islands that have been built. Once again, if you ever get on Google Maps or Google Earth and Google look up South Beach, you can see the island here. The Rockstar did a good job of representing this, recreating this, especially with the limited amounts of memory and everything that they had. Those islands represent the man-made islands that were just like sandbars and things like that. And the people came in with lots and lots of rock and lots of dirt and filled them in and created these islands where pretty much the rich people live. Excuse me, good coffee. And Starfish Island here is one of them. They think it's I think it kind of gets its name there. Two islands. There's Star Island, which is one of the islands there, and for real. And there's Fisher Island, which is one of the islands. It's actually to the south of South Beach there. It's off the bottom course. It's not in the middle there. But like I think they did a portmanteau of taking the Star Island and Fisher Island and combining them together in Starfish. I knew from Fisher Island, from if you've ever watched the movie, Birdcage with Nathan Lane and Robin Williams. You know, they have their nightclub, the Birdcage, is in South Beach here, and is inside one of these buildings that you see here. One of these is apparently where the Birdcage, where Armand and Albert live, and have their drag shows every night. And so they sit there and they talk that, and whenever their son, when Val is getting married to Barbara, you'll remember Diane Weiss and Gene Hackman are there, and they're asking, where does he live, Barbara? And he says, they live on South Beach. And she says, oh, is that like North Beach? And she says, or Palm Beach. And she says, kinda. It's only a few miles from Fisher Island, where Jeb Bush lives. And they're all happy about that. Really finding out it's kind of different. She didn't really tell them the truth, did they? Okay, so we are going to hop in, and we are going to go on out. And I'm going to go back in first, re-up on my armor, go back upstairs, reload my armor, and then we will see you when we get back out to the car.
I'll be your Dr. Love. I'm real liberal.
Sat there long enough for having one of the hookers walk up to me. I'm real liberal. Okay, so it looks like the sun is rising. Should be popping up here shortly. Good, good. I was debating about whether I should go back in and save again and get daylight out for our first trip to Starfish Island. But it does look like I managed to talk and run my mouth long enough that it is already going to be coming up daylight here. Okay, we're going to round the turn. What the heck was that? Suddenly had some bright LED shining from my alarm clock over there. I'm not sure what that was all about. No, I don't have an alarm or anything set. Ooh, I never knew those. Never knew those basketball courts were over there. Got a bunch of stuff here that I really need to check out sometime. And we got a lot of places back here, all these little back alleys and all that we need to wander around. I will guarantee you that there are some hidden packages there still. Just like I'll guarantee you that there are still some over there in like the multi-story car park and all. And I won't be surprised there's one over there in the... Oops, ooh, that was nasty. If there weren't some over there in the Washington Mall either. So we'll have to devote another episode to that. I'll have to look around, find out where the packages are, and we'll figure out which one of the... I love that. I love that that building is still busted up and will stay that way for the rest of the game. We did one heck of a job there, blowing the hell out of it. Love the persistent part of that. As you saw last time when we were blowing that up, we looked right here and there was a line of the barricades there keeping us from going out this way. But now apparently they've at least opened up this part. Maybe it's Ricardo Diaz's influence or something of the sort, because we now can come on out to Starfish Island. Starfish Island Estates, where all the rich people here live. If they don't live downtown in some of the high-rise condos there. So here's Diaz, and you'll discover later... Oops, we've gone a little too far, didn't we? We're going to the end, and you'll see that the gates are still closed. You'll discover that Mr. Diaz's estate here borrows a hell of a lot from Scarface. It has a huge influence. Huge amount of influence. Basically, they ripped it out, especially the interior. Basically, they just ripped it out bleeding from Scarface. And barely even, I probably didn't even file the serial numbers off of it. I think they just probably stuck a little electrician's tape over the top of it and hoped that nobody would notice. The police force is mostly the pigs again, the Patrol Invest group. There we go. Like I said, it's quite the mansion the man's got going for himself here. Let's go on ahead here and park it up. And then we'll go on in and talk to Mr. Ricardo Diaz and see what the heck he has for us now.
Come on, baby, come on! Yeah! Yeah! Stupid horse! I'll chop your head off! Who is this thickhead?
Tommy Vercetti. You remember me.
Excuse me, I'm a little anxious. Never trust a goddamn horse! You do a good job. You work for me now.
I work for money.
As I said, amigo, you work for me now.
I work for
Shut
money.
up! Some Judas has betrayed me. He thinks I don't know how much money I should be making. But stealing 3% is as good as stealing 100%. No one does this to me. No one. You follow him from his apartment, and you see where he goes. Later, we will kill him.
This asshole thinks he can mess with me? If this is the best Vice City has to offer, this is gonna be easy.
Love it. All right, go to the thief's house, find out where he's stashing the money. Can we? Yes, his car is still over here. Let's take his Infernus. I think it will be a little bit faster and better than our... A little faster and a little better than our Oceanic. Especially if this particular mission lives up to the name, the Chase. Okay, so there we go. We are headed right up there. We're going to be coming off the island, turning north and heading up there just south of the Pay and Spray. Okay. If y'all take a look, and I will throw up a picture along right in here, probably over to the left-hand side, of the interior of Tony Montana's office in Scarface, and you'll, like I said, you will see just how much this steals from Scarface there. That his Ricardo Diaz's office there with the TV, all the monitors behind his desk and all, is pretty much a one-to-one just robbery of Tony Montana's place in Scarface. So yeah, we'll be seeing a lot more of that, by the way. The Rockstar developers, I mean, they stole from the best. That's the way to do it. It was nice, you know, if you're gonna steal from great sources. And as attributed to Picasso, whether it's an actual Picasso quote or just apocryphal, you know, you've got the thing of good artists borrow, great artists steal. All right, so let's head on up here, I guess. Have a look through his window. Okay. All right, looks like we'll be able to get the car out of here. Let's get a decent weapon up, okay? And let's swap to keyboard just in case we need to. Oh wow! So you got an entire apartment there that's actually open and looking. It's a whale. Okay. Seal. All right, let's take a look in his apartment.
Oh, shit!
Uh-oh, he's escaped to the roof. Keep on his tail, but don't kill him. Okay, we can do that. Let's try not to kill him. Whoa! Not supposed to kill him. What about him killing me? Damn.
I didn't do it.
Alright, we're gonna swap to this so I can... Oh! Oh my god! I'm gonna say so I can actually run, but...
Too slow, Granddad.
Whoa!
Keep on running, asshole.
Okay. Quick, grab some wheels and follow him. Alrighty, we will do that. Where's he at? Down here? Oh god, a faggio. Am I supposed to follow him on this? Oh, he's still shooting at us, isn't he? Let's stay back here where he can't get a good shot. Plus 150 health and all that armor. I don't think he's going to do much to us no matter what. I mean, he hadn't actually hit us yet. He's pissing off that car behind him though, isn't he? It did say do not kill him, right? Whoa! Let's stay behind this car. There we go. Where is he going? Over here to Prawn Island? It's reminding me of the OJ chase. Damn. We're not going. It's probably one of the most slow speed chases I've ever seen here. Sped up a little bit. Whoa. Didn't speed up that much. Let's not get too close to him. Still back here where he can't get a good bead on us. Well, he's not going out to Prawn Island. Where is he headed? He did say don't kill him, didn't he? Hang on a second. Let's pull up the brief. Quick, grab some wheels and follow him. Keep on his tail, but don't kill him. Well, yeah, we're supposed to find out where he's hiding the money, aren't we? Maybe we're too close. Maybe we have to hang back a bit. Maybe we need to make him think he's lost us. Oh, he crossed over, okay. So he is crossing over to Prawn Island. I don't want to lose him, not after this long. Guess we just needed to, oh. Okay. So what am I supposed to do now? Do we drive by him? Let's see if we can drive by him real fast. Maybe that'll... Oh, there we go. Mission passed. $1,000. Okay, so apparently this really crappy building covered in graffiti is where he's taking the money, where he's hiding the money. Why do I get the feeling that we're going to have a really... Yep, this old rundown mansion. Look at the floors blown out of it and all. Got a feeling we're going to have a nasty shootout here. I don't really remember it, but I do have a really vague memory of, like, shooting people in a place like this. Real vague, though. Alright, folks, there we go. That will be our mission for the day. Let's see if we can get some better wheels. And we have a heart right here. Ooh, it looks like all these. Maybe the Prawn Island here is what... Prawn Island must be what Starfish Island was once upon a time, before it all kind of went into ruin. As you see, it's really nasty here. Who are these guys? Some kind of street gang. I wonder if these are like some of the Cubans or something. I don't know. We're going to grab a car. We're going to go back and lock it up. And I will see y'all again in just a few. Yep. See? Road to the mainland still marked off. Alright, folks, we are back. We have saved up the game. Of course, it's middle of the night again after having done that. But there you go. Okay, so next time we will go. Looks like Diaz is still our only boss, so we will head back on over to Starfish Island and take him on. There was nothing really of note in any of the notes about this particular thing, other than they said the guy we were chasing is a member of the... They call the gang two different things, the Sharks and the Street Wannabes. We've seen them before. They're one of the gangs that hangs around over there in North Point Mall. When we were around the big enclosed mall that you zone into, that's one of the gangs that hangs around in there. You recognize them by their leather jackets and all, the Sharks. And that's who apparently is in that group of abandoned buildings there in Starfish, in Prawn Island. The other thing I just wanted to point out, I put a note of it in the last. Y'all remember in the last episode, Guardian Angels. The Guardian Angels mission, I said that in Diaz's dialogue there that the word Haitian was taken out. And that's because in 2002, 2003, about a year after this game came out, the Miami Haitian community and then the Cuban community later, made a big deal about the fact that there's a gang war that takes place between the Haitians and the Cubans in Miami here. And you got stuff like that, chase after that Haitian dickhead, and there are other things that go along, other missions where they're specifically called out. So Rockstar, it's a thing that Rockstar probably wouldn't do now. If you remember GTA 4, Rockstar's always starting gang wars. Seems to be a big thing, in GTA 3, we started a gang war between the Colombians and between the Yardies. And in GTA here, we start a gang war between the Cubans and the Haitians. And in GTA 4, we start a gang war between the Mafia and the Albanians. And it's like, which Albanians? Well, this one in the freezer here. So we're always... It's by the time we got to GTA 4, Rockstar had enough where I don't think they were too concerned with... They'd made enough money and had enough power and influence where they were no longer too concerned about things like whether a group, you shouldn't be attacking the Albanians. Well, they're not. That was one of the things in their, when they got called up on it, that's one of the things in their defense. They said this is a parody. It says we attack pretty much, it's kind of like South Park. We attack everybody equally. It's a parody, but in order to they weren't as powerful and rich back then, so they did edit the game pretty heavily here. This is one of the ones that was the most heavily edited. But as you see, because we're running on the 1.1 engine, I think, because that's what mods use, the mods that I'm using, most of them require on the 1.1 engine. Because we're doing that, you'll get to see the original dialogue and the original thing, the original battles between the gangs. It's no longer where people say, I want you to go after this gang member who is fighting this other gang member. Now he says, I want you to go after this Cuban guy that's fighting against this Haitian guy. So we'll see that in our particular thing. I don't like censorship in my games. I don't like things like that. It's like all the GTA games. It's a work of parody. It's a work of parody. It's a work of satire. I don't like my art censored. I don't like for instance, the books like Huckleberry Finn. I don't like books like Huckleberry Finn that have taken the disturbing words out of them now. We should leave those in because that's what was used then. And we should have them remain in place, shall we say. So there you go. Rockstar always stirring up controversy. So we will see you next time. Thanks for coming along here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed my little mini rants. Or at least tolerated it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.